I wasn't expecting Taipei to be so urban. My grandma always described Taiwan to me like some Edenic garden. A wonderful over there. Really more like a big farm upstate. I'd never really seen pictures of people living there, so it didn't occur to me that they could have streets like ours and trains like ours and people. So many people. But Taipei isn't exactly like Los Angeles. I'd think it was, but then we'd turn a street corner and see an ancient temple nestled in between a bank and a train station, carved dragons next to massive halogen signs. Taiwan is all like this, a modern nation built around something deeper, something old. Looking around Taipei and Tainan, I could feel the history, and the culture they built on top of it. Talking to my cousins and seeing the historical museums, the monuments, seeing our original family home, I feel like I have a sense of where my mom came from, where I came from. In a metaphorical sense, of course. The food in Taiwan really stuck out to me. Growing up pretty Americanized, my mom didn't eat Taiwanese food that often. In turn, she'd never made it for us, and my only exposure was the rare times my grandma would cook. But in Taiwan, eating is an art. It's a way of life. We'd go to night markets with our pockets full and leave with our stomachs fuller. They had this one snack that was little hermit crabs that you'd suck out of the shells. My mom was too scared to try it, but I was up for anything. On one of my favorite adventures in Taiwan, our cousin Edith took us to visit Jiaofun, the city that inspired parts of Spirited Away. We ate and shopped and discussed cultural differences and barely noticed how late it was getting. Just then, the driver we hired calls us and tells us that one of the places we wanted to go, Yeliu Geopark, would close soon. So we pile into the car, and the driver just books it up the northern coast. He's weaving around cars, pointing things out to us, but not stopping, and we get there 5 minutes before the park is supposed to close. So we're almost running through the park because we really want to see this famous rock structure called the Queen's Head. And once we get there, all urgency was washed away by the choppy East China Sea. They never actually sent anybody to make us leave. We wandered and loitered and talked about cousins. I hope I get to go again. Taiwan was beautiful and I had so many new experiences. I will admit, it is kind of weird to have so many more cousins than I did before, but it's comforting. It's nice to know that I have people I can relate to all the way across the sea, both metaphorically and literally.